Picking up with 37, a problem that should look somewhat familiar. We just did a vertex problem for a parabola. Let's do this one. X squared minus 4x plus 1. When you hit graph, sure looks like we have a minimum, a low point. You can see that's like the bottom of the valley. We'll go to second calculate, go to min. What you want to do is type in -10 for left bound, +10 for a right bound. Now, here is our low point. You can see the little white point on the calculator screen. If you go straight up, looks like that's at a tick mark of 2. Could try that. Sure enough, our minimum, our vertex, is 2, -3. Number 38, something we've done just recently. Multiply the top and the bottom by the conjugate of the denominator. Distribute a 3 to both. You'll get 12 minus 3i. Down below, 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times -i is minus 4i. Here you get I times 4, you get a plus 4i. I times -i is a -i squared. Now, there is, in fact, a 1 in front of that I squared. Very important to mention that. I squared is -1. We've been crossing that out, realizing that multiplying by -1 will change the sign of that number. So it's a little bit of a time saver. Up on top, I have 12 minus 3i. Down below, the -4i and the plus 4i cancel. 16 plus 1 adds up to 17. What you will see on your answer selection, though, is the separation into 2 fractions. And honestly, that's all we need to do. For number 39, straight multiplication, we just did some, honestly. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times -i is a minus 3i. I times 4 would get you 4i. And here's I times -i, a -1i squared. So again, we're just going to take our I squared, cancel it out, and change the sign of that number. That's effectively what multiplying by -1 will always do. So, combine your like terms. 12 and 1 add up to 13. -3i plus 4i would add up to 1i, or you could just write an I, and you're done. Okay, well, let's keep going. We got a couple more problems. Substitution. Substitution means replace the y with the expression x plus 7. So if I have 6x minus 2y is equal to -12, I'm going to take that y and I'm going to replace that with x plus 7. I'm going to distribute the negative, dtn, something we say so much. -2 times x is a -2x. -2 times 7 is -14. 6x minus 2x, like terms, they become 4x. Then what? We'll add a 14. And 14 added to -12 is actually a 2. Now this can get very upsetting. I think we all know we're not going to get a whole number answer. As you work this out, 2 divided by 4 is just a half. We still need our y value, though. Here's x plus 7. We plug in 1/2 plus 7. We have to substitute that back in. And 1/2 plus 7. Well, 7 is really 14 over 2. And 14 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is 15 over 2. You also could have gotten that via your calculator. I was about to show that to you, but I'm sure you can do that quickly on your own. So very nicely, we're done with this problem right here. Let's take a real quick look at number 41. 41, last one of this type. We're going to solve by the addition method. It's also known as elimination. And elimination really says, can we add the 3x and the 2x together and cancel? No. what we can do is multiply the top by something and multiply the bottom by something. The least common multiple between 3 and 2 is 6. So I'm going to multiply the top by 2. I'll get 6x plus 10y equals 14. Down below, I'm going to multiply by -3. I'm multiplying by a negative because I want the x's to cancel. The 6x and the -6x are going to go away. 10y plus -6y is 4y. 14 and -6 add up to 8. You divide by 4, you'll get y is equal to 2. Of course, we're not done. We need to find x. Choose one of your equations. 2x plus 2y equals 2 has some smaller numbers, so I might choose that. Plug in your y value of a 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to minus a 4. 2 minus 4 is actually -2. And when I divide by a 2, I'll get x equals -1. Final answer here is a point, the point -1, 2.